Can you go up? Hey. Well, it's wonderful to have a chateau and all this land in France, but with land comes responsibility, and it means that we have to, well, carry on doing all this sort of stuff, clearing. In total, we've got about 600 trees in the 10 acres that we've got, and that produces quite a few leaves. Now, where they fall around the rest of the land, it's really not an issue, but where they fall here, because we've laid plastic and we've got gravel on top, if we let the leaves just settle, we end up with mud underneath them, we end up with weeds, and then there's no point doing what we've done. So, you know us, we don't like to waste anything. After clearing the leaves, we planted some beautiful lalandi down here a couple of years ago, and this is literally 2 years growth from the lalandi. Now they were all this big a couple of years ago. Now they're this, and that's exactly what we wanted, because we're in our orangery field right now, old donkey field as we used to call it, and we want this as a nice Parisian cafe, and plans for it in the future, loads of things that we could do down here, and it's the perfect place. And the views behind the farm are spectacular. So what we plan to do with the lalandi is just to cover the farm here, and just so you end up with them spectacular Normandy views, and it means that we can plough on with what we plan to do down here in the long term. But around the lalandi, because we don't really do much with this field, we have weeds cropping up everywhere, so what we use is all the old leaves, everything that's fell down up there, we bring down here and we cover all the leaves up with it. It's a perfect mulch, and it means that we don't have to manage it, we don't have to maintain it, and it means that we get the optimum growth for the lalandi, because there's nothing imposing around them. So let's get this done. We've been working with FOREO now for the last year, and we've tried one from the Luna, the UFO3 and the FAQ face mask, and they are all superb, and all of you have commented how amazing Tracy looks. Now, your favourite, Trace?
This one, definitely.
UFO3.
The UFO3.
And why is it your favourite?
I just love the masks that you put on it. The moisturiser on them is amazing, and I think there's about 5 or 6 different ones, isn't there?
Yeah. So we have day masks, night masks, sensitive masks. They do masks for all different types of skin complexions. And the UFO3 is amazing because of the thermo and cryo technology it's got in as well. It's just absolutely superb. You do also love the FAQ. And the reason Tracy loves the FAQ is the relaxing music. You said it's like being in a spa?
It is. It's just like being in a sauna, just laying on the bed. I put that on just to chill out. And generally I fall asleep because the music is so nice to relax to. Yeah. 15 minutes of that. It's amazing. 2 or 3 times a week.
And that's all in the app. It all comes in the app. And again, these are amazing. They don't do sales, so this is their biggest sale of the year this year. It's 50% off, and you get an extra 10% off if you use our code 10chatdella. We'll put all the links in the description. Please check them out because supporting our sponsors really does support us. And now it's time to go and get some tea. Well, we've got most of down here cleared. You can still see there's a few leaves left on the trees, not many, so we will likely have to do it again, but it's got the bulk of it out the way, and it stops it settling. It stops it, like I say, becoming mud that ends up between the gravel and the plastic, because like I say, we end up with hundreds and hundreds of weeds if we just leave it as it was. And the chickens are quite happy because we've unearthed all the chestnuts, so they're pecking away, eating all the chestnuts, and the squirrels love them as well. So we'll leave the chestnuts as they are, and they'll get collected. And we've still got a few other jobs to do, so obviously we working in the garden all last week. We've got the majority of it all cut out ready. We do still have a little bit more to do, and that was the last 2 rings around the fountains on this side of the garden. Now we've cut the other ones out, and again, we're not getting the lavender till springtime, but it good to get it done now because we've got the lines all cut in, the measurements are exact, we can see where we're working, and then what we can do is we can just cover it in plastic, and it just means that it's going to stay weed free, soil will be nice and pristine. Come springtime, comes to planting out, we can literally just throw the lavender in, they'll be good to go. So that'll be this afternoon's jobs as well. And obviously our little helper Patrick, he'll be in here to help us. As soon as he sees the spade, he's right out, and he's teaching Paisley how to do it now as well. So we've got two of them on the job, which is great fun. So let's crack on. Well, lots of you have asked if we're winterizing and getting ready for winter and everything, and yes we are. Obviously the fountains need emptying, otherwise they're just going to freeze and crack and they'll be no good to anybody. So we're just emptying them all out, clean them all, get all the leaves, all the crap out the bottom that's sat here over the last 6-8 months while they've been running, which it's been lovely to have. It's been nice to have them, but we need to look after them and make sure that we've got them for every year. So now we're just taking all the muck out the bottom, getting all the water out, and we've bought some wonderful fountain covers, so we'll be nice and ready for when the frost arises, which they say is going to be as early as next week. We're hoping not, with all the plants and everything that have gone in. We have a plan for that though as well. If we do have an early winter come and these have only just gone in, we're going to cover everything. We're just going to come round with all the pots that we have. We're just going to cover every single plant up that we've put in, just to make sure, just so that no snow settles. They're saying that we're going to get snow, so we shall see. We're hoping not. We'll save that for Christmas, but get these emptied. Tracy and Terry are well on with getting the edging dug out as well, ready for the lavender. Like I said, then we're going to cover it in plastic and it'll be ready for come spring, and we'll be able to get all our lavender planted out as well. Can't wait. Let's crack on. Well, that's our garden pretty much winterized. We obviously had Shane here last week, and that was nice because we got to do all the nice fluffy gardening, all the nice stuff. But now we have the realistic prospect of winter setting in very quickly, and we have to get it all set up, organised, and make sure that everything's still here come next year. So fountains all covered up, covers on, great job done, all empty, so they won't freeze over this year. We're happy with that. Seen here, I've been putting zip ties on these. That's purely because, as I've touched it there, that's just come to pieces. It's tied on with string. String's not going to last forever. It's obviously biodegradable, so we need something just that little bit stronger, because we do get some really horrific winds here over the winter, and we've put iron rods in, which we're happy with, which will keep them in place, but we just need to make sure that the trees stay close to them, which they will now. So good job done. We've got the lavender beds all dug out, which again, they'll be ready come spring to get the lavender in. We've cleared up all the leaves and all the conkers from down our family area, because again, that's just it's just an ongoing job, especially in autumn, and it's just one of them jobs we have to do. We don't begrudge it or anything. It's just part and parcel of having somewhere with this many trees and this many leaves. That's what you get from it, and that's us done in the garden for this year now. And I know it's a bit sad, but it means that come next year we can come out in spring, see what everything's done, and just see how it's going to be, and see what's grown and what's coming up. It's going to be exciting to see all the bulbs and everything come up, all the flowers flowering, and start to see the life come back into the garden. Because again, we've literally done half of the planting this year we've done in the last week, so it's going to be a really exciting time. And like I say, we're still nowhere near done. We still have all the terrace to get all the plants in up there as well. We've got some of the borders in and stuff, but not really that much. We've got the lavender to get in down here, which again is another few hundred plants, which again is no mean feat, no small amount. And then we're going to look at some more exciting projects next year as well, just to beautify the chateau. We're obviously going to be starting work on the front, which we've got plans for that as well, which we'll share with you in the coming weeks and months. And also the drive as well. We were happy with the drive, but we just want to make it just a little bit nicer. So we're going to be doing something with that. We've spoken to the garden centre, we spoke to Catherine, and she's got some ideas for us. Shane's happy with what he chose it, to be fair. So he's chose a plant for us that's going to line the drive, coming up all the way up the drive, and it's just going to give it that little bit of formality, the air of formality. We're going to start looking at planting the trees in the front as well, which we've always said that field we want filled with trees. So we're going to look at some absolutely beautiful trees now. I love Lebanon cedar, and that's one of the trees that we're going to be putting in. So I can't wait to see them, and just to see them grow over the next 10, 20, 30 years is just going to be amazing. And just on another note, we had a day off yesterday, and the reason we had a day off is because it was Tracy's birthday. So just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who wished Tracy a happy birthday. She had a lovely day, had a nice day off, and yeah, just want to say thank you to you guys for wishing her a happy birthday. That's our fun for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. It is starting to get cold here, hence why we're wrapped up and I look like the Michelin man today with my 17 layers on. If you have, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you got the bell clicked for notifications, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.